The Cosby Heating and Cooling Studios, it's Good Times, Great Oldies.
It's the Griffin Insurance Monday Night Sports Talk Show. Live from Pizza Cottage in Mount Vernon on WMBO. Meet the coaches, learn about the players, and hear about plans for the season. Tonight's show is brought to you by Griffin Insurance, Pizza Cottage, Cubbage Electric Plumbing and Construction, and Page One. Sit back and enjoy the show. The Griffin Insurance Monday Night Sports Talk Show, live from the Pizza Cottage in Mount Vernon.
And welcome, everyone. We are at Pizza Cottage in Mount Vernon for another episode of Monday Night Sports Talk Show, brought to you by Griffin Insurance. I'm Curtis Newland. Tyler said, people are going to think I got fired or something. I said, well, I'll make sure and tell him. So he has not been fired. He has not quit, but he's got his boys playing soccer, and I guess he's quite the soccer player. So he's out playing tonight, and he should be back next week. So in the meantime, you are stuck with me. And we've got a great group here tonight. It's an all Mount Vernon show tonight, and we're going to start with golf. And we're excited to have with us T.T. Crouch, who played collegiate golf at Florida Southern, where he was two-time NCAA individual national champion and two-time All-American. Professional career highlights include winning the 2016 Ohio Open, joining the Web.com Tour in 2018, and securing a win on the PGA Tour of Canada the same year. He was named Florida Elite Player of the Year for both 2018 and 19, continued his success as a PGA Tour of Canada member through 2020. Overall, boasts 17 professional wins and has made notable appearances, including the 2015 Memorial Tournament. First of all, welcome you, Coach.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah,
We're
thanks.
Excited to be here.
Thanks for coming. And not many teams have a true pro, somebody who's actually been on the circuit. So that's very exciting to have you a part of the golf team in Mount Vernon.
It's great to be here. I feel like a rookie out there compared to the other coaches who have been coaching for 25, 30 years. So I do feel like a rookie when I'm out there coaching with the guys and, trying to get my feet underneath me and kind of getting organized and stuff like that. So I do feel like a rookie out there coaching.
Talk about the difference from being on the PGA and then coming to be a head coach. Kind of a clash of different worlds here, right?
Yeah, so it kind of came full circle. I played high school golf at Mount Vernon back in the day, a long time ago now. It's a big part of my life, and I just wanted to, get back to the school and these kids and kind of give them the same thing that I went through and experience, and it was a great experience for me. I just want to get back to the kids.
Fantastic. So introduce to me who you have here with us today.
We got our senior Evan Stetler with us today, and we got our senior down here, Jillian Williams. They've both been a part of the program for, since they're in 7th grade. So that Jillian's been instrumental to the girls golf program, trying to get the girls golf program started. She's been recruiting kids at school. She's done great with our junior kids, our middle school kids, trying to get them involved. And hopefully one day we get a high school program started here for girls here at Mount Vernon.
Jillian, let's talk about you for a second here. What inspired you to join the golf team, first of all, and how long have you been playing?
I've been playing since my freshman year, and I started playing because my dad grew up playing high school golf, and I had grown up in a different sport until my freshman year, and I just wanted to do something different, and I knew all the resources I had with my dad, and he could help me, and it was something I could do with him, so that's why I started playing.
Now, did you start your freshman year actually playing the sport, or did you start a little bit earlier?
I've always played it with my dad ever since I was little, but I didn't get serious about it till my freshman year.
Evan, let's talk about you for a second here. What inspired you to get into the game of golf?
No one in my immediate family played, but my grandpa and my uncle played, and started playing with them around 7th grade, and then was going to wait a year and come out to the golf team, but I came out 7th grade not knowing how to do anything, and it was a great time spending 10 times with the kids, and yeah.
What's your aspiration for this year?
Just to get everything out of it. Been in the program for a while now, 4 or 5 years, but trying to take advantage of everything that coaches are offering me, tournaments are offering me, just enjoying the game and, soaking everything up.
Coach, let's talk a little bit about this season so far, because I played golf, not very good, but I play golf. Maybe you can give me lessons. And I don't know the golf schedule, like how it is. And you're telling me that you're almost 2/3 of the way through now?
Yeah, golf's a little bit different than most sports. We start at the end of July. Our season's short and quick. It normally lasts about 2 months. So we start at the end of July and we finish up in the middle of October. And like football, They started, 3 weeks ago? Something like that. So
Four,
we're just
yep.
getting started. So we're about probably 2/3 of the way done with our sectional tournament coming up in a couple weeks. So it goes by quick.
How many matches, what do you call them, matches or meets?
Tournaments.
Tournaments. How many of those have you played?
We have played 16 out of the 20 so far.
Okay, and how have you done?
We're about 500. So when you play tournament golf, you're competing against 18 different schools, and they add up the score at the end of the round, and that's how they figure out who wins, who loses, and stuff like that.
Okay, so there's an individual component to this and a team component, right?
Yeah.
So
Yep.
tell us about how you guys are doing that way, whether it's a team or if you've got any standouts.
Yeah, so we have about 3 or 4 golfers on our team that are about the same scoring average wise, shooting in the low 80s. So we're very consistent that way. We have a lot of kids that can shoot in the 70s at any given time. So our season's been like a roller coaster. It's up and down, and just depends on the day, just like golf.
Just like golf. Jillian, how has your season been so far?
It's been pretty good. I've only had 4 out of my 5 or 6 tournaments so far, but me and the other girl have been playing pretty strong and doing pretty well.
Are you growing in your own terms? Do you feel like you're advancing and getting better this season?
Yeah, I feel like especially between my junior and senior year, I've seen a lot of improvements in my scores and short game and long drives and all that stuff. I have seen a lot of
What do you
improvement.
attribute that to?
That guy right there.
Really? And that's a great question. What is it like to have a guy who's been on the PGA Tour coaching you?
It's really cool. We say he's magic because he'll fix us in 10 seconds.
It's not that easy.
Yeah.
Not that easy.
That comes through a lot of hard work too. And let's talk about that for a second too, Coach. You've been out. You've been with a lot of pros. You probably learned from watching other pros about different techniques. What kinds of? Can you give us an example for people who don't see that world? What that means to be able to bring some of that PGA stuff into this level?
Yeah, and golf's it's a tough game, as these kids know. My mom and dad, I grew up on a golf course with my mom and dad, and I didn't know anything different. And as I got to be more involved with other people, I figured out, wow, golf is a hard game. I see my friends struggle. I see other people struggle. And me going down to school in Florida, I was around a lot of PGA Tour pros, U.S. Open champions, and PGA Tour winners. So I got to learn a lot about how the golf game is played from those guys. And just to be able to come back and share it with these kids and people in Knox County, it's a lot of fun.
Evan, what's the biggest thing you've learned from Coach?
How to stay steady throughout a round, have a good mindset, not get too angry over shots. And, I think I've never seen TT mad at somebody, mad over a golf shot. So I try and take that from him and stay level-headed, because if you're not, it can get rough out there. So
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the major part of the game, right?
Mm-hmm.
So what's your method to do that?
Try not to think about the past. Think about how many holes I have left and how I can let go of the past, and none of that's going to affect my future play. And thinking about bad shots is only going to lead to something worse. So just trying to keep a positive mindset.
And Jillian, for you, what is your best part of the game?
My best part of the
Yeah.
game?
Your favorite part, your best part?
I really like short game, surprisingly. That's my favorite. And because he is a PGA Pro, he has so many different drills that he gives us that I've never seen or heard before. So every time we have like a putting practice or a short game practice, there's always a different drill that we can do.
70, 80 feet, you're gold, right? Goes in the hole?
I wish.
Pretty much. I wish, though.
What's the best shot you've seen all year?
The best shot
For
I've
your
seen
team?
all year. You have it? Go ahead.
No, I don't know.
Anybody
if I
gonna
have. I think
admit
it's a
to
good
it?
question.
That's a great question. The
don't
best
know.
shot I've seen all year. I mean, I don't know. Do you have
We could move on.
I
if
think.
What's
we
the
don't
worst
see
shot?
everyone out there.
What's the worst
Yeah.
shot you've seen all year?
There's
There's been a
There's a
million
lot
of
of
those.
those.
unfortunately too many of those.
Yeah, exactly. Now, I understand Jillian is a comic. Is that right? You tell
Sure.
jokes?
Sometimes.
You got any jokes
Not
for
real
us?
jokes. I just make fun of myself.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. What's it like to have a good atmosphere like that amongst your team?
I think it's important for us just to be laid back. Golf's a tough game, so it's very frustrating to where it's very difficult for us to, to play good all the time. So it's important for these kids to learn that it's not fair. Golf's not fair, and life and golf have a lot of correlation with each other to where, you get to show up on time, and if you don't show up on time, you're gonna be late for work, and you're gonna get fired. If you're late for your tee time, you're not gonna be able to tee off and play. You're gonna get disqualified. So I think for these kids, it's a lot of learning about how golf is played, and it's a great thing to where it can correlate to life as well.
So this is your first season coaching anyone, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
So talk us through that for a second. What have you learned so far now that you're 2/3 of the way from where you started to where you are now, and how you coach and help youngsters grow?
I coached JV for the last 3 years, and that was a lot of fun. But being the head coach is completely different. You're in charge of 3 different programs, of varsity, a JV, and a middle school. And Coach Savage, Anthony Savage, was a previous head coach. He's one of my best friends, and he's walked me through every step of the way of how to schedule buses, how to schedule practices, and all these special events for these guys with the senior night coming up and stuff like that. So he's been a lot of help to me learning how to coach and how to be a head coach and how to run a program.
Talk about the girl program for a while.
Yep.
You were talking to me a little bit about it off the air about how you need more girls to join, and tell us a little about the history of the women's golf.
So we have never had a girls program here at Mount Vernon. You see Fredericktown has a girls program, you see Centerbrook has a girls program, but Mount Vernon does not have one. And I want to change that. I want to change it for the girls. I want them to have their own program.
And
their own
when you say they don't have a program, because you have girls on the team, you don't have enough for a team.
Yeah, to have a team in golf, you have to have at least 4 girls on the team to have a team.
So how are you growing that?
So I started a junior program here about 4 years ago here at Mount Vernon. It's a junior league that we run once a week in the summers. So we started that with Coach Anthony Savage, and we started that league with 25 kids. Now we're up to 50 kids. So I think once these kids get involved earlier, they're more involved earlier, and they're going to want to be a part of the golf program.
And Jillian, what do you have to say about that? Being one of the few girls that are on the team, you see this program growing?
Yeah, I do. I mean, I kind of see both sides of it. I enjoy being closer with my grade of guys, because I know a lot of girls that I've talked to from other schools, they don't have, they never practice with their boys, and they don't really have good relationships with them, and I've been really grateful for that. But I also would love to have more team experiences with girls, and our boys go to lunches after tournaments, and I don't get to do that as much because of that. So I would enjoy more girls coming in.
All right, what's some key moments or highlights from this season so far for you?
I was lucky enough to shoot my career low during a high school tournament, so that was fun.
And what is that magic number?
It was an 81. It was
awesome.
a 38-43.
That's fantastic. And Evan, for you, what is one of the most memorable things for you so far?
Probably the same thing. I career lowed in a conference tournament at Chapel Hill. I shot 76. I just played really well the whole round. One of the most steady rounds I've had. So, yeah, that was pretty fun.
How do you, Coach, prepare your team, as you start the season? What was some of the goals that you had going into the season?
The way these kids prepare each week, we have a lot of competition within our team. Golf is very black and white. If you either shoot to score or you don't shoot to score. So there's a lot of competition. It's called qualifying throughout the week, to where all these kids are competing with one another to try to get in the lineup and try to go out and play.
How many are involved in the program?
So we have 38 kids in the program,
wow.
which I think is probably the most we've ever had.
That's fascinating. And, of course, the better that your seniors do, the more it sucks into the system, right?
Right. We have 15 in the middle school program, and we have 23 in the varsity JV program.
Where are you hoping to be by the end of this season? I know you got tournaments and stuff like that coming up here to finish off the season. Where do you hope to be by the end of the season?
With golf, we want to be peaking at the right time. So we have sectional tournaments coming up here in about 2 weeks. So we want to have all of our guys play the best that they can be playing here in about 2 weeks.
So you have 38 players on the team.
Yep.
You doing this all yourself? You have some assistant coaches?
So we have 4 coaches this year. So we have Ben Severns as a JV coach. We have Chase Springer, who is the middle school coach. And we hired our 4th coach this year is Delaney Mahler, who's our girls coach / middle school coach.
What can you say to parents that are watching this, or maybe students that are watching this, about the golf program and what you've gotten out of golf, after these years playing, and you started out at Mount Vernon, right?
Yeah, so I started out at Mount Vernon, and golf's a great game to where it teaches you a lot about how to be a grown up and how to do stuff the right way. And with golf, everything is earned. So either you put the time in and you get better, and you get what you put out. So if you work hard, the scores are going to reflect how hard you work. So, and life's the same way.
So let's go back before we get to the break here, and let's start with you, Evan. What are you planning on doing after you graduate?
I plan on going to college. I want to go into finance. Don't plan on playing college golf. Want to go to a bigger school and just enjoy college and go into the finance world.
All right, smart man, right?
Mm-hmm.
Good luck. And Jillian?
I also plan on going to college. I'm in between 2 colleges right now. I actually just got accepted into Findlay today.
Oh,
but
congratulations.
Thank
you heard
you.
that first right here.
Thank you. But I plan on doing pharmaceuticals, and if I wouldn't play golf if I go to Findlay, but I would consider playing at other colleges.
Okay, fantastic. Well, I'm sure everyone's very proud of you, and we thank you for joining us today.
Thank you.
All right. So Coach is going to stay here, and we're going to bring a couple of other members from the golf team up to join us here in just a minute after this break. It is the Griffin Insurance Monday Night Sports Talk Show at Pizza Cottage. You're always invited to come out and share with us 7 o'clock to 8 o'clock every Monday night. We've got the Mount Vernon football team coming here. I don't know if they are over here. They're going to be with us in a little while as well. And it is brought to you by Pizza Cottage, Page One Group, Cubbage Electric Plumbing and Construction, and Knox County Veteran Services Office. We'll be back after this on WMVO Sports.
Veterans serving veterans.
That's what we do here at Knox County Veteran Services. Hi, I'm Kevin Henthorne, your Executive Director.
And I'm Financial Coordinator Melissa Shank.
And we're here to meet the needs of Knox County veterans and their families.
We can help with emergency financial assistance,
Filing of disability and pension claims, VA healthcare enrollment, and even transportation to VA healthcare facilities.
Please give us a call at 740-393-6742 or stop in and see us at our new location at 105 East Chestnut Street in Mount Vernon.
Griffin Insurance, taking care of your family since 1972. In today's day and age, it's very uncommon to get a real person when you call. Not at Griffin Insurance. We represent multiple carriers to find the best rate for you and your family. Whether it's auto, residential, commercial, or farm, we're here to help. Call Griffin Insurance at 740-397-7488. Griffin Insurance, finding you the best rate.
Pizza Cottage in Mount Vernon is one of 11 pizza cottages in Ohio. They are among the nation's best performing pizzerias and ranked in Pizza Today. The finest ingredients is used daily. Treat your customers and employees like family and always give back to the community. Offering not only takeout but also dine-in and full bar. Book your group parties today. Find Pizza Cottage on Facebook or go to pizza-cottage.com to begin your journey of tastes.
Page One Group in beautiful Mount Vernon has your best interest in mind when it comes to you and your printing needs. Whether it's printing, design, laser engraving, or sublimation, there isn't a texture we can't print on. Promotional products are how you keep people coming back. That's where we come in. Your business is our business. Page One Group, open Monday through Friday, 9 to 5. Call 740-397-4240 and visit pageonegroup.net.
And welcome back to the Griffin Insurance Monday Night Sports Talk Show here at Pizza Cottage in Mount Vernon. We thank you for joining us. Brought to you by Griffin Insurance, Pizza Cottage, Page One Group, Cubbage Electric Plumbing and Construction, and Knox County Veteran Services. We have T.T. Crouch with us from the Mount Vernon Golf Team. He is the coach. And we also have Austin Hammond and Tanner Burgess, both seniors. They join us from the team. Welcome, gentlemen. Thank you so much for coming out here tonight. And, Coach, let's start with you again here. What challenges have you faced this season, and how's the team, how have you addressed them as a team?
We've had some challenges where we shot some high scores. We play a lot of tough golf courses down in Columbus, a lot of private country clubs that most of these kids aren't able to play on. So we've had some challenges playing those courses, and it kind of shoots our confidence down a little bit. So it's my job to try to help these kids, figure out, how to get better and what to work on and stuff like that.
Does every athlete, do they all have a different key you got to use to get them either motivated or to address their problems? Yeah,
absolutely. Every kid's a little bit different with their attitudes, right? You have kids that get frustrated really easily, and you have kids that, more laid back. So it's kind of, you got to kind of balance, it's a balancing act between the two of them.
Do you find it's easier for them to listen to you when you give them advice on technique, since they know you've played on the circuit?
Yeah. I just kind of tell them that, hey, this is what I learned from a U.S. Open champion. So this is how you're supposed to do it. So there's really no guessing on whether they're doing it right or wrong.
By the way, who's the players that you looked up to?
Growing up, I looked up to Tiger Woods. He was a phenom as a kid growing up, and basically dominated the PGA Tour for a decade, or almost 2 decades.
Austin, tell us a little bit about your experience in golf. When did you start golf, and why did you start?
I started playing golf in 7th grade. I actually missed 7th grade tryouts, and my parents called the coach, and he basically just said, come out. And so I just started playing. Dropped all the other sports I played for golf just because I thought it was the most fun.
Really?
Yeah.
What is it like for you when you get out there what do you feel when you're out there on the course?
I'm very competitive. I don't like losing.
Is that true, Coach?
Yes, absolutely.
I get frustrated when I play bad, and so that's probably the biggest challenge to overcome, just trying to stay under control and just keep going.
Does that help you in life, in real life too, outside of golf, just because of what you're facing there?
Yeah, for sure.
And let's go to Tanner. Tell us about your experience and how you got started into golf.
I started golf my 7th grade year, and I think I just started because my brother had friends who played it, and I was like, I think I'd just try it because I wasn't playing much then, and I gave it a try, and then it's probably the favorite sport I've ever played.
And here you are a senior already. Can you believe how fast
yeah,
it's went?
it was real fast.
Yeah. So what is your favorite moment this season?
Probably playing in the scramble with all my teammates. It's a lot more fun when I get to play with people I know than just random players.
How'd you do with that scramble?
Didn't do our greats.
We didn't make any putts, did we?
No.
But you had fun.
Yeah.
Right. You said there's how many teams involved in a tournament?
So most tournaments you have anywhere from 16 to 20 teams in each tournament.
Okay, so tell us about where what the final tally is for usually the number one position at high school level, and then where you guys are at.
Depends on which tournament we play in, but most schools are shooting in the 290s, which is 15 over par. Most of the time normally wins these tournaments, and we shoot anywhere from 25 over par to the 35 over par.
How do you like as you go into next year and the year after? Obviously, you want to get better and better, right? What's your plan for that? How are you going to approach it?
The previous coach, Anthony Savage, did a great job. He built the Mount Vernon Golf Lab here at Mount Vernon, the old high school. It's got 2 TrackMan hitting bays, which are very, very expensive devices that you can use and hit balls indoors. So our goal is to be able to use that inside in the wintertime and be able to get more reps in and be able to use that and utilize that. There's 2 nice TrackMans that we have sitting up in the old high school weight room.
How do you, like somebody who's never played before and they want to be on the track team, how do you feel that out? Like you get them involved, give them this swing in front of you. How do you see potential?
So a lot of it's work ethic with golf. There's a lot of different ways to swing the golf club, but a lot of it's work ethic. Do you put the time in or don't? So if you can see the people that put the time in, like all these players here, all their scores from when they were freshmen to their seniors, they drop 15, 20 shots by the time they were freshmen. So they did a great job with their work ethic, playing in tournaments, competing,